Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is the 23rd of August, and it is Tuesday. Hope everyone is having a great day. I'm going to jump right into some news. And what we first see here from Cointelegraph is Bitcoin. Can it hold, 20,008 for the week? We'll see as the Bitcoin options expire. Basically, they're saying last week, the bulls were liquidated in last week's drop to that level, 20.8. So, meaning more downside could occur if the levels fall ahead of this week's 1 billion options expiry. So, when you take that, you add in the Chinese real estate debacle that's going on. Basically, they forced the central bank to reduce its 5-year loan prime rate on August 21st, right? So they're treating the problem that way. Goldman Sachs here in the U.S. Stated that the inflationary pressure would force them to further tighten the economy, which they're saying, obviously will negatively impact the S&P 500. And they always say, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, correlation stocks, basically 80 to 100 investors are seeking shelter in the dollar. The dollar is really strong right now, which isn't helping anything globally, but it's, when Bitcoin seems to suffer, the dollar seems to strengthen and vice versa, basically the reverse of each other. So basically a flight to quality intends to add selling pressure on all risk markets, including cryptocurrency. So we'll see if this holds a 20.8 support level. From there, it wouldn't be news without a crypto update from Celsius. Now they are suing their ex-money manager. They're saying that person stole, quote, tens of millions of dollars in assets before they went bankrupt. So in New York City, they accused their former money manager and his company of gross negligence, quote, and extraordinarily inept crypto investing after he portrayed himself as a pioneer in the crypto world. They're saying he falsified actually what he was an expert in. They're saying he is, proved incapable of deploying coins profitably, causing, basically saying like, hey, look, this guy, misled his skill set. And a lot of people lost a lot of money because they listened to him and believed that he was, strong in money management. So if, he if allegedly misappropriated assets to buy hundreds of NFTs that he stored out of reach, and then he used Tornado Cash, obviously was sanctioned on August 8th to, but it might help launder the cybercrime proceeds. So again, never a dull day with Celsius. Here, Rep. Tom Emmer, who's in Minnesota, sent a letter to Secretary Janet Yellen today regarding his tweet here, which you can read, says, the unprecedented sanctioning of Tornado Cash, the growing adoption of the decentralized technology will certainly raise new challenges for OFAC. Nonetheless, the technology is neutral and the expectation of privacy is normal. So like, what are you, sanctioning these people for? Very interesting with this whole Tornado Cash dilemma, and we'll see. But obviously, whether you're a fan of Tom Emmer or not, at least he's out there trying to fight the fight for the crypto industry. Another hack, but this one was resisted. So Aurora Labs, basically Neath Bridge, they're saying, quote the tweet here. Basically, it was attacked during the weekend, similar to the May attack. No user funds lost mitigated automatically within 31 seconds, and the attacker actually lost 5 ETH doing it. Pretty remarkable. So to see that happen, and preserve this ETH is very cool to see. So just thought that was something worth sharing because we're always hearing stories about, people losing money, and here's an attack, but it was stopped. It was resisted. So the Rainbow Bridge fought hard and prevailed. What I like about doing this is crypto and real estate. And whenever I can find a story that blends the two is usually my favorite stories of the day. So here we have Slash from Guns N' Roses, which I'm sure everyone's heard of. Basically, he lives in Beverly Hills and listing his house for $8 million, but he'll also take crypto. And he's selling with Real Open from Selling Sunset. Christine Quinn and her husband just started this firm that I covered last week. They have a real score. It's very cool to check out. I'll put a link in the description. And they partner with a local Los Angeles brokerage here as well. So basically, they're saying he'll take obviously fiat, but he'll also take the equivalent of $8 million for this house on Java Drive in Beverly Hills. So again, this is from Forbes, and it says at the bottom, like, hey, it's been long explored in the cryptocurrency with buying a home, but many are intimidated by the uncertainty and security of performance of large, such a large transaction, especially in LA. It's becoming more commonplace, but in anywhere, this is why I do this show, because I think this is going to be the norm. I don't think it's going to be a one-off transaction here and there. I think it's going to be, just as common. Maybe not for everybody, but I think for younger people, and I think for investors who believe in the space, this will be the future. So if you like this content, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel, because that's what I'm into, real estate and cryptocurrency. And that's what I do, live stream every day with news from both. And I love when these stories can basically intersect. Here we're going to move into real estate, and Redfin put out this Redfin News, I should say, about investor home purchases plateau, but remain well above pre-pandemic levels. So investors scooped up more homes in the second quarter than before the pandemic, but the purchases leveled off from their 2021 peak. Investors reacted to the slowing housing market in different ways. Some take advantage of the cooling competition, elevated rental demand. Others press pause in hopes of lower prices. So you are seeing a lot of these investors who are cash, like, hey, they love it because there's a lot less competition. Someone out there with a 5.5% conventional fixed mortgage is not going to want to go to bat with a cash investor if they don't have to. And the investor sits on the sideline, wait, and when there's no offers, they just come in and swoop at a discount. So you are still seeing that, but you're also seeing some that say, like, hey, I'm going to chill. Not sure what's going to happen with the economy, not going to, supply chains, and I'm going to just sit back. But, with the strong rent and the cooling competition, as Redfin says, that's usually a win-win for your average investor. Newsweek is saying new home sales plummeted 12.1 or 12.6% in July, reporting a record new low after reaching their lowest level since April 2020. The Census Bureau obviously put this out, but Newsweek covered sales of new single-family homes in July were seasonally adjusted annual rate of 511,000 units, which is over 12.5% lower than June's estimate of 585,000 on a year-to-year basis. So basically, sales dropped almost 30% last month. Median price just under 440,000, higher than June's 402,000, but lower than May's almost 450. The average sales price was 546.8, higher than both June's 456.8 and May's 511.4. So those are the stories I thought were most important today. And if you like this content, again, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know if you have any, thoughts about what I'm doing. And if you like, again, blending crypto and real estate, which I'm a big fan of, would love to hear from you. And I will see you all on the stream